The sky above the Pacific Ocean shimmered with an otherworldly glow as the research vessel Atlas cut through the waves. On board was Dr. Elena Carter, a brilliant astrophysicist, and her team investigating a strange anomaly, a floating island that had appeared out of nowhere, suspended in the clouds. Dubbed Sky Island, it defied all known laws of physics. But what they didn't know was that the island was not of this world. Elena stood on the deck, her auburn hair whipping in the wind as she stared at the massive structure. It was a jagged landmass, covered in alien vegetation that pulsed faintly with bioluminescent light. At its center stood a towering crystal spire, radiating an eerie blue energy. The island seemed alive, humming with a low, resonant frequency that made her bones vibrate. "Are you sure about this, Elena?" asked Marcus, her ex-husband and the ship's engineer. His rugged face was etched with concern. "We don't know what's up there." "We have to find out," she replied, her voice steady. "This could change everything we know about the universe." As the team prepared to board the island using a high-altitude drone, a sudden storm rolled in. Lightning crackled around the island, and the drone malfunctioned, crashing into the side of the landmass. Elena and Marcus exchanged a tense look. They had no choice but to go in person. The ascent was treacherous. The storm raged around them as their helicopter struggled to reach the island. When they finally landed, the air was thick with an electric charge. The ground beneath their feet felt spongy, as if the island itself was alive. The team moved cautiously, their flashlights cutting through the dense glowing foliage. As they approached the crystal spire, they discovered strange carvings on its surface, symbols that seemed to shift and change when stared at too long. Elena felt a strange pull, as if the spire was calling to her. She reached out to touch it, and the ground beneath them trembled. Suddenly, the team was surrounded by figures, tall, humanoid beings with translucent skin and glowing eyes. The aliens moved with an unnatural grace, their expressions unreadable. Elena raised her hands in a gesture of peace, but one of the aliens stepped forward, its voice echoing in her mind. "You should not have come here." Before she could respond, the ground split open, revealing a hidden chamber beneath the island. The aliens gestured for them to enter. Reluctantly, the team followed. The chamber was vast, filled with advanced technology that seemed both ancient and futuristic. At its center was a massive holographic display showing a dying planet, their homeworld. The lead alien, whom Elena dubbed Ether, explained that they were refugees fleeing a cataclysm that had destroyed their civilization. The Sky Island was a lifeboat, powered by the crystal spire, which was both a source of energy and a weapon. But something had gone wrong. The spire was unstable, and the island was slowly descending toward Earth. If it crashed, the resulting explosion would wipe out all life on the planet. Elena's mind raced. "We can help you stabilize the spire," she said, "but we need to work together." Ether hesitated, then nodded. "Time is short." What followed was a frantic race against time. Elena and Marcus worked with the aliens to recalibrate the spire, while the rest of the team fought off the island's automated defenses, giant, insect-like drones that emerged from the shadows. The action was intense, with explosions and narrow escapes as the storm outside grew worse. As they worked, Elena and Ether formed a bond. She learned about their culture, their struggles, and their hope for a new beginning. Ether, in turn, was fascinated by humanity's resilience and capacity for love. There was a moment amidst the chaos when their eyes met, and something unspoken passed between them. Finally, with seconds to spare, they stabilized the spire. The island stopped its descent, and the storm cleared, revealing a breathtaking view of Earth below. The aliens thanked the team, promising to share their knowledge and technology in exchange for a place to call home. As the team prepared to leave, Elena turned to Ether. "Will we see you again?" Ether's eyes glowed softly. "The stars are vast, but our paths will cross again, Elena Carter." Back on the Atlas, Elena stood on the deck, watching the Sky Island fade into the distance. Marcus joined her, placing a hand on her shoulder. "You did it," he said. "We did it," she corrected, smiling. But her thoughts were already drifting to the stars and the mysterious alien who had captured her heart. The Sky Island mystery was solved, but for Elena, The adventure was just beginning.